Hello and welcome to Verbling. I'm teacher Oakley, and for the next hour we are going to be having a conversation about accidents in the home, safety, safety and health. In any case, good chance for you to practice your conversational English, because I don't know a single human being on earth who hasn't had some kind of small accident in the home, so I'm sure everyone will have something to talk about. In any case, let me start off by welcoming students to the class. Hello, Anna.
Hello, teacher. Good morning. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you today?
I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. Nice to see you.
All right. Great to see you, as always. And also, can I welcome, is it Polly? I'm sorry?
Yes, hello everybody, my name is Polly, but you can call me Paul, Pavel, Paul, so my surname is a unique Hungarian surname, so have a nice day, or as far as I can remember, you live in the USA, have a nice afternoon. I'm glad that we can attend here.
Well, actually, if I can correct you, you're a little bit wrong. I am originally American, yes. I come from the United States. However, I currently, I am living in the Philippines.
Philippines. Oh, great.
Yeah.
What is your main aim there?
Sorry?
What is your main aim there? Why choose that country to live there?
Yes, and that is exactly my main aim, to live.
Just
I
live.
like living here.
Okay.
That's about it. I have a family here, wife and children and all that, and I like it here.
Maybe your wife is a Philippines?
Yeah, Filipina,
Great.
but yes.
Filipina. Okay, okay, thank you.
Yes, yes, she is. Sure. We'll talk to you some more in just a little bit. Let me welcome Mustafa to the class. Hello, Mustafa. How are you?
Hello, teacher. Better than good, better than most, and even sometimes better than that.
Really? You've been practicing that. Okay. And how are you this fine Monday?
Doing well, even though I hear someone has died today. Or, yeah. Actually, I don't know him, but you know what? Like, I always listen to motivation video, and I think he was a good man. Like, he was motivate us always. He's a doctor, wine, something like this. I don't know if you heard about him. He's a motivation speaker.
I don't know. I had lost my electricity this morning, so by the time I got my power back, I jumped right into classes. So I have not seen the news. Actually, I didn't watch the news all weekend. I have no idea what's going on planet Earth.
Yeah, actually, you know what? It's not just him. I think he died last night, and there's also another one, a professor, a doctor, professor, I guess. He's a doctor in medicine. I don't know what is like specific exactly, but he also died yesterday. So I don't know what happened to the world. People are dying.
People are dying every day. But fear not, they're also being born.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
okay. So funny, as I hear Mustafa live in the small box because his voice is so funny.
Really?
I think Mustafa should use a headphone or earphones with a microphone, if it's possible.
Well, it's okay. He wants to stay in a small box. I'm okay with that. But yeah, okay. All right, our discussion today is going to center around accidents in the home. Anna, when's the last time you had a little kitchen accident, bathroom accident, a little accident in the home? Can you practice your description skills and tell us a little about it?
I remember a long time ago, because fortunately nowadays I don't have any problem, any accident at home. But in those time, it was in a dry season. So the water was good at 6 p.m. The authority restored it again at 6 a.m. So once at night, maybe in an oversight, the tap of the tap was open. Consequently, at 6 p.m., when water began to leave all pressure, the flat was flooded, but I didn't realize because both I and my family was asleep. However, two neighbors ring the bell, and my older child opened the door, and he was who called me to tell me the problem. So I got yes, I remember like a tragedy because it was terrible. I got up in a hurry. Both my neighbors, they began to collect water first, pushing it with large brooms through the stairs. So the water, the water fall down up to the ground floor, up to the ground floor. Then we collect the rest of the water with a large towel. We have to ring it. I don't know the
That's
word.
correct.
Ring it into the bucket. So it took us at least 3 or 4 hours to collect the water. Oh, terrible.
Okay. Well, sounds like a pain in the neck. You wring
Yes.
something out like a towel. You wring it out. You twist the towel so the water comes out. Wring out the towel into the bucket.
Yes.
And that's
The most.
ring with a W. Yeah.
Yes, the most important for me in this event was the help that my neighbor gave me.
Right.
Two of 35 neighbors. Two people.
Okay. All right. Well, but fortunately, no one was hurt, right? But was there property damage?
The damage was in the block. The damage was in the block, in the stairs, in the wall, in the. But yes.
All right. So the stairs, the walls were damaged.
Yes.
Okay. A couple small little pieces of feedback for the English. The water was restored. again, with the ED ending, restored, not restored, but restored.
Restored.
Right. Yeah, and water fell down to the ground floor, or really you pushed the water down to the ground floor. The water, you used brooms and pushed the water down to the ground floor. Of course, down. So, not up. Yeah, water goes down.
No, no, down.
Yeah, of course. Okay, all right. Well, yeah, that's definitely a household accident, an accident in a home. All right, but no one was injured, of course. Well, so that's a good thing, really. There's so many household accidents where people get hurt, fall off things, bump their head, fall over things, trip, slip,
Yes.
fall, or never mind all the possible kitchen accidents. Okay, let me go over to Polly. Polly, what is the household accident that you maybe recently had, or one that is very memorable? Can you describe it? What happened?
Yeah. Fortunately, recently I hadn't any household accident, but we had the same than Anna. So I am living in a block of flats, four storage of block of flats at the first floor. So I have many neighbors around me. I am surrounded by a lot of neighbors. So most of them did the same than Anna with her neighbor. So a long time ago, approximately 2 or 3 years ago, one of my neighbor piping system, it is a heater pipes system, leaked out, and the warm water poured down to our ceiling, through our ceiling, and we got some extra water from our neighbor, but I don't want to get any water from them.
Of course. No, thank you.
Fortunately, we have a household insurance, and this kind of insurance is so suitable or so good if we have any household accident. So we got some money from our insurance company, and we would able to repair or maintain all of damage in our household.
Okay. All right. We were able to.
Okay. I am and my girlfriend. We live together in the same flat.
Okay. All right. So we were able to fix all the damage. Okay. More flooding stories. All right.
Yeah.
When you're, even though we normally think of a flood being, outside rains and rivers, but also when the pipes burst or there's a leak in the pipes, you can say, "Oh, my house was flooded."
Yes, my household was flooded by my neighbor.
Yeah. Okay. All right. A couple small points of English feedback. I think you said, I might have misheard you, but I think you said the same than Anna, but it should be same as Anna.
Same as. Thank you.
Yeah. Yes. Same as Anna. Okay. Same kind of thing happens. All right. Little bit of pronunciation. Slight, not a big problem, but slight mispronunciation of floor. Floor. Oh, that's better. Yeah. And surrounded, middle syllable stress. Yes, that's good. Surrounded. And be careful of fall. Fall past tense is fell. Water
Fell.
fell. All right. Usually when you're talking about your upstairs neighbors and the water, and this happens a lot all over the world, we say the water came through the roof.
Came through the roots. Yes.
Yeah,
Let's
came
say,
through.
let's see.
Yeah. Right.
Good.
All right. Came through the roof and fell on the floor or fell onto my furniture, came down onto my furniture like that. Okay. More flooding. Okay. All right. Well, at least you had homeowners insurance or property insurance to help.
Property insurance.
Yeah, take care of that. That's a good thing. But no one was hurt, and that's good. Okay, Mustafa, your turn here. Can you describe a household accident that may have happened in your home to you or your family? Mustafa? Are you there? Now I can't hear you. See, he fixed his microphone and headphone, and he fixed them too well.
Yes, Mustafa left his box.
Yeah, well. No, Mustafa, your headset doesn't work. Okay.
Can you hear me, teacher?
Yeah, now I can. Great.
Okay, sorry, I don't know what's happened to my connection. So yeah, about house accidents.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I have made one before, I confess, and it was a little bit wild. So please don't try to do it at your home. Anyone who hear me? Okay. It was when I was kind of younger, about maybe 5 years ago or 4 years ago, and I don't know. I have up to now. I have the sense of make things out or like prepare things or repair things when it has damage, when like a problem happened. I'm trying to fix it. So it was electricity breaker, and we have problem with it. I don't know, like a fracture, I think, or something damaged, like something happened with it. So what Mustafa did is he tried to fix it by himself. So I played with danger, like I played with electricity. Electricity is not something like simple to play with. So I took this screw, or if I can say that screw, SCREW, and I tried to fix it. So, and also I had, I think, a plier also with my hand. So imagine, I became an electrical engineer. So I stepped on the table and I stand up above it, and I try to fix it. So something weird happened all of a sudden. Like I think the breaker like came down really quick, or something happened, like something wrong, and you cannot imagine what's happened. Like a shock, and uh, um, I think my finger turned black because of the shock. Like imagine when something blow out in front of your face, like something blew out in front of my face, it blew out, and I shut down in all of my home, and no electricity anymore. And you know, the cable that connect the home electricity, the home by the column of sorry, the cable that connect the source of electricity in the street by my home. I cut that cable because of that shutdown, or that blowout. Okay, so imagine what's happened. Like I cut the electricity off in all of my sector town, of my town. Like
Really?
yeah, this is really, yeah. I was about to die, and what's made thing what added the fuel to the fire, like, or to the flame, is my mom was trying to wash the garden. So there was a water
Oh,
also.
great.
So I was about to die, no, but the God saved me, and thanks God, nothing happened to me. But it was like a lesson for me to not play with electricity anymore. Yeah,
Yeah.
this is a wild problem or accident happened to me.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay. Yeah, you're lucky to be alive, really.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Well, perhaps it was a short circuit or something that blew your breaker.
Like, yeah, like a fuse or something like this.
A fuse, short circuit. Okay. Yeah. If you created a short circuit would be what would make the rest of your neighborhood go dark because you were part of the circuit. Wow. So that's a pretty powerful shock. But explain to me, who found you? How were you rescued? I didn't understand that part.
Okay, the electricity breaker was in front of my home, so I was obvious
Oh.
to all of my family members, so everyone can see me.
Oh.
So I wasn't sneaking. I wasn't sneaking doing this. I was doing this in front of my family because I don't know how they allowed me to do that, but they was thinking that I am doing like something maybe small or something like this, not something pretty danger or something like that.
Okay.
So thanks God, like I separate all of a sudden I separate from the electricity shock because if my finger was like stuck and it's like I was about to shock and I was
Mm,
about to die. Yeah.
yeah. Sometimes I have also received a pretty good shock. By pretty good shock, I mean it's not good. I mean a large shock. Sometimes in English we phrase it that way, especially with a shock. Oh, I got a pretty, or even any kind of, I got a pretty good cut on my arm. Doesn't mean it was good. It means big. Sometimes we use good this way to talk about an injury. Really, exactly the
Mm.
opposite of good. Pretty good shock. And like you said, it blew me away. It actually threw me through the air. I don't know, several meters, 3, 4, 5 meters, I don't know. I went flying, and a curse word came flying out of my mouth, and I went flying the other direction. So I kind of know how it feels, but if it was bad enough to shut off the lights everywhere, you must have been a pretty good jolt. Okay, a little feedback for you. We never say make an accident. Don't put these two words together. Nobody makes an accident, because to make is to create something intentionally. And of course,
Do
yeah,
do.
if
Mm.
you, well, you have an accident. They happen to you. So we use the verb have. I had an accident. We had a little
Okay.
accident. My neighbors had an accident, and water flowed into my apartment. So you have an accident. Definitely not make. If you're going to make an accident, we have another word for that, and that word is sabotage, because it's on purpose. Okay, but that's a different
Okay.
thing. That's a different thing altogether.
Okay.
Okay, and if you're talking about, all right, you're talking about the wires going from the street to your house. To
Yeah.
is the verb the preposition you want to use.
Mm.
Okay, things like the road goes from my house to the store. The wire comes from the street to my house, like that. The
Mm.
cord from my headphones goes to the tower of my computer. All right, so to. Okay, and you were correct when you used it correctly. I think you were not sure, but when you used the idiom, that added fuel to the fire.
Mm.
That was okay. It made some things even worse. Okay, there was water all over the place. Yes. If you're going to play with electricity, please make sure that you are dry and in a dry area. Water's going to make it worse. You're absolutely correct. Yeah, the time I got zapped was because I was working in a restaurant and I was soaking wet because I had been washing dishes. And I was just trying to shut off the breakers, the main breakers for some of the equipment in the kitchen, and I was soaking wet. So the second I touched it, I connected. I created a connection, and boom!
Wow.
Yeah, yours sounds
And
worse. Actually,
you got shocked, right? And you maybe how many meter you blown away?
I don't know. 3 or 4 meters, I went flying.
Wow.
Yeah, and the circuit breaker, this was in a restaurant, so the circuit breakers were in the bar of the restaurant, so I went flying past a bunch of bar customers. They all were, are you okay? Are you all right? What happened? Like Superman backwards.
Yeah, today Superman's coming.
Yeah. Yeah, that was not fun. I worked in restaurants a lot, and restaurants are much like home accidents, a lot of potential disasters. You have electricity, you have water, slips and slides, you have knives, you have gas and ovens. There's all kinds of dangerous things going on. So lots of accidents happen.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. But, all right. Anna, you ever have any bad experiences with fire? Or electricity? Or
with fire, once a pan with olive oil.
mm-hmm.
I forgot that he was it was put so suddenly started a hume of a black hume above the kitchen. No, above.
Okay. All right.
Expand, and the hume expanded for all kitchen.
Okay, what hume? You mean black smoke or flame?
Yes. Sorry. A black smoke. Yes. Black smoke
Okay.
expanded by the kitchen. It was a bit difficult, but the first thing I did was turn off the fire, and then I covered the pan with large towel, more or less, in order to I don't remember the word. I don't know how to say that.
I'll give you one. To smother. When you're trying to put out a flame, you need to deny it oxygen. So you smother something.
Smother the fire. Yes.
Yeah. Exactly.
But in this case, nothing important happened. Any injury or heart? Yes.
Yeah. I did the same stupid. Well, yours was okay. You forgot about it. I had a similar experience, but even stupider. I wanted to make French fries, at home. So I put on a pot of oil, and then I realized I had no ketchup for my French fries, and I like ketchup. So I wanted to go next door while my oil was heating up and just get some ketchup at just a little market next door. And I stupidly started talking to some of my neighbors, and the person who worked in the store was a friend of mine, and I'm talking and not remembering that meanwhile the oil was heating up in my kitchen, and unfortunately, it went a step further. Besides smoking, it caught on fire. So I came back and there was a fan above the oven, and then some kitchen cabinets above the fan and the cabinets were on fire. But as you did, I threw something on I shut it off, shut off the gas, threw something on the fire, and then I had to use a fire extinguisher to put out the flames. But I killed one set of cupboards. I basically murdered my exhaust fan and set of cupboards. But yep, don't leave oil on the burner. Good point.
Yes.
Yeah. Anna, do you have a fire extinguisher in your home?
No, it's not required in my country.
Really?
To be at home, yes, to be at home, extinguish fire. It's required in shops.
Mm-hmm. And schools, I'm sure, public buildings.
School, yes, a public building, school, shops, something like that. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Are most houses, private houses, equipped with smoke alarms? Is that normal?
Sorry, I don't understand the words.
A smoke alarm, an alarm like
smoke alarm. No, the new block of flats, above all the most luxurious, have this alarm, but normal case or block of flats, no.
Okay.
It have to be a very luxurious, very expensive flats.
Okay. In America, it's pretty much normal. Everybody has smoke alarms in every room. Everybody has fire extinguishers. And the answer why is very simple. It reduces a huge bill on your property insurance or homeowner's insurance. Instead of costing you $1,000 a year, it costs you $500 a year. So it's worth it to go buy a $100 fire extinguisher to lower your bill $500. It's a lot of money. It's less money to buy the safety equipment than it is to pay the insurance. So pretty much in the United States, everybody has these things.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a good thing. It makes sense. Polly.
Okay.
Go ahead, Anna. Go ahead.
No, in Spain, many detached house what have is alarm against the steal connected by the police.
Okay.
Yes, is the most common in detached house.
Okay, so they have alarms that are directly wired to the emergency services and or the police. Yeah. Well, that makes sense. Sure.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Polly, have you ever had any bad experiences with fire or gas?
Of course, yes. Because I am working for the biggest Hungarian oil company. So, in our unit, every year, or sometimes more than once per year, we have fire. How can I express it? Fire. So sometimes I had to deal with kind of situation in my workplace. There we have to deal with a huge amount of crude oil, and after we refine that kind of crude oils, we produce different kind of fuels. As you know well, fuels is burn or flaming so easy. I had some bad experience, but fortunately in my home I never met this kind of event, and I tried to connect with your previous sentences. So the household insurance in my country isn't so strict than in the USA. As I think, well, the USA people or the USA citizens are forced by insurance company to buying fire exhausted equipment. How can I pronounce on the right way? Fire exhausted equipment.
Fire extinguish.
Fire extinguish equipment. Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
If we want to buy fire extinguish, please type to me this kind of word.
Yeah, I'm. Hang on, I am typing it. Fire extinguisher is the can with the nozzle. Psh, you shoot.
Fire extinguisher. Okay. Fire extinguisher. So if there here some company offer this kind of fire extinguishers, but I haven't got any pieces of fire extinguisher at the moment.
Yeah. Okay. That's very interesting. I want to talk to you more about the experiences at work. But just to clarify, in the United States, it's not that you're forced to buy a fire extinguisher. It's just common sense to get one, because it will cost you. My example was very good, and I think it was actually fairly accurate. They'll give you homeowners insurance for half the price if you simply have a smoke alarm and a fire extinguisher. And you can buy fire extinguisher and smoke alarms for maybe $150. Why would you not do it? Why would you pay an extra $500 to not have the equipment? It doesn't make sense. It's the same reason.
I understood it.
Yeah.
I understood you. Just it's good for fire extinguisher producer company, because
Sure.
they can sell more equipment.
Yeah, and it's good for the insurance companies. They're going to save money, because most fires, if you have a fire extinguisher, can be put out very quickly. They also save money, and people save lives. It's the same reason that Americans recycle, because it costs a fortune to get rid of garbage in the United States. But usually recycling is free, or they pay you. So it's not a matter of being wonderful people or being really smart or being safe or anything like that. It's just money. In the United States, things are set up so that it's, you don't have to. There's not a law, but if you don't, it's going to cost you a lot of money, some of these kinds of things. But anyway, same thing with floods and building. If you want to build in a floodplain, go ahead, but your insurance is going to cost you a fortune. It's going to be 10 times more. So yeah. Anyway,
What would you say it is a real force by insurance company and some other? If you want to pay a tenth amount of money, you buy an equipment. And you did some other things. I don't know too much about the real life in the USA, but I think it isn't the only one things.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead, please. Thank you.
Okay, I'm not sure what you're asking me. I'm sorry.
I haven't got any question. Just go ahead, please.
Oh, okay. Oh, I just wanted to ask you more about fires at an oil refinery. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
What did they do? Do they have a fire fighting unit that works at the oil refinery? Are there people there that are specially trained in case it
Yeah, we
happens?
have to act. Of course, we
Okay.
regularly have to attend fire, not training, all of safety training
Mm-hmm.
is available, and we have to deal with. So the safety is our responsibility when we doing everyday
Mm-hmm.
activity.
Okay. No, training is right.
But
You have safety training,
training,
first aid training. That's correct. Mm-hmm.
we have a lot of different kind of trainings.
Mm-hmm.
We have some safety training, some um, age HRE, Health, Safety and Environment, HSE
Mm-hmm.
trainings. As I
Right.
know, the abbreviation describe the field of trainings, HSE.
Okay. That makes sense. OSHA, probably, or the equivalent of American OSHA, which I can't remember exactly. Office of Safety and Health. I don't know. I forget government agencies, but yeah. Okay, that must be a little scary though. If you're at work at an oil
No,
refinery, and there's a
you
fire.
shouldn't worry.
What?
Yeah, you shouldn't
No.
worry about the fire. You shouldn't worry about fire because we are safe when the flammable materials flowing inside pipes. When a pipe has a little leak, after that we have to worry. It
Yeah.
happens not too much times, just only one a year or twice a year, and we can deal with all liked or not liked or leaked
Mm-hmm.
pipes.
Okay.
So it's
Uh,
not so.
okay. It doesn't happen so much or so often. Not so often, not
Yeah,
so much, or not
doesn't happen.
not very
Doesn't happen
many
not so
times.
much. Yeah,
Okay.
thank
All
you.
right. Sure. All right, there it is. Occupational Safety and Health Administration. Thanks, Mustafa. OSHA. That's what I was saying. Most Americans call it OSHA. Everybody knows who OSHA is. Although I forget the actual words. Okay. Mustafa,
Go
question.
ahead.
All right, in your in school, elementary school or high school, did you ever have fire drills?
Fire drills? What's fire drills? Drills, what's a drills?
Fire drill. A drill is like a practice.
Okay.
Soldiers
Okay, okay.
drill. They practice all the time.
Okay.
But a fire
Okay, makes
drill
sense.
is the alarm goes off usually unexpectedly, and all the students have to, in an orderly fashion, leave the building, and somebody's timing it to see how long it takes everybody to leave the building, and it's like fire practice.
Hmm. Okay. Okay, in school we don't have fire
No.
drills. Yeah, we don't have fire drills, and what can I say? Like, you know what? Like the awareness uh, or the awareness of something like this, like dangers, like fire, electricity. I think we miss we miss these things, and we need to educate our people about it. Like even in house, like you mentioned, fire extinguisher. We don't have. I think the most majority of people don't have fire extinguisher. I don't know and don't know how to use it in their home. So yeah, this is something cause a problem for us. And even though, like you mentioned, also our refinery. in your last speech, and I think all we have, like, we are in a city. I live in city rich in oil, and you know, oil, gas industry. This is a problem happens, and for example, like few days ago, even though it's related, this example related to electricity and electricity station, like, you know, there is a gas pipes that provide the fuels to the to the station in order to provide electricity, something like that, some processes. And some of these pipes are old enough to maybe leak the gas. So anyway, leak happened a few days ago, and unfortunately that leak caused fire. You know, when the gas leak, this is something really wild. The big problem will happen, it caused a big fire and caused some, unfortunately, about 4 to 5 people died because
Oh
of
my
it.
God. Really?
Yeah, it's really, yeah, really. And all of it, I think, because we don't pay attention to health, safety, environment. We miss this, like, especially in the government company or organizations. So we miss it. Like, for example, like in a foreign company, we have foreign investing company, like foreign company invested in our city. Like, they pay attention to something like that. So maybe they train their employees. Sometimes they do like fake alarm. So there's like a special
Right.
point they go toward it when some problem like this happens. Like, for example, when you mentioned when you work in area, maybe when there is a flare of gas or something like that, so you have to get like educated about it. So it's really important. So this is my point, teacher. Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Okay. What, Mustafa? What? You don't have a fire extinguisher at your house, but what safety equipment or medical supplies do you have at your house? For example, like bandages or
Um,
disinfectants. I mean, like the kind that antiseptics, not disinfectant is like cleaning. Sorry,
first,
antiseptics that you put on your skin, things like that.
you mean first aids, right?
Yeah, I do. That's exactly what I mean. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not sure exactly what do we have like in my home exactly, but I think we have the basic things, like the basic things. But it's not like it depends on the home itself. Like, I see in some homes that no, they have like a box. It's called first aids, for example, and they have all of that stuff related to it.
Mm-hmm.
So in my home, I have the basic things, for basic maybe injury or the basic.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, this is what we have about the first aid.
Okay. Like burn cream, some basic bandages,
Yeah, this is,
antiseptic,
oh,
like that.
yeah, all
Okay.
of it. Yeah.
Right, right,
But
right.
I wanna add one point more. Like, we have here, the electricity problem in my country, in my city, especially in my city. Like, we have generator. So each section in my city, I live in a small town, okay, in a
Mm-hmm.
large city, small town in a large city. This town is divided. This town is divided into several sections. So each section, because of electricity problem, has its own generator. This
Ah,
generator provides electricity to the homes when the electricity is go off or shut down.
uh-huh.
So so we get the electricity from that generator by wires or with wires, okay?
Sure,
So
of
these
course.
wires go and through the street, okay? You can look at it, okay? And go to your home. This wires sometimes a car cross when cars cross the street, they maybe cut this wire, and you find it, like, you find it on the street. Maybe you'll step on it and because you'll shock. This is the problem might happen
Oh my
sometimes.
gosh. Okay.
So when you find this bunch of wires, you see bunch of wires go to the generator and the source generator, and then start separated to each of our houses. I think this is kind of danger because this is like I think it's danger because this is people, citizens' work, not like the government or companies' work. This is our work. So a problem might happen. Maybe you shock when you touch the column that stands in the street that we hold the wire on it. So yeah, this is what one more problem is. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. It is dangerous. You want the adjective. It's a dangerous situation. All right.
Dangerous. Yeah.
We don't say it is danger. It is dangerous. Okay.
Dangerous.
It is not safe. There's another one that always gets confused by language learners. Safe is an adjective. It is safe. It is dangerous. Those are adjectives. There is safety or danger. Those are the nouns. So you have to use it properly there. But yeah, yeah, I hear what you're saying. By the way, also the other thing you talked about. Okay, I'll introduce you to maybe helpful related vocabulary. Your utilities are your gas, your electric, your water. These are your utilities. So the pole that holds the wires, that's a utility pole. Also maybe your cable, if you have cable, you know, cable TV, or you have cable internet connection. Okay, so that large, I forgot what you call it, column. Okay, that's
I call this column. Yeah.
all right. Well, that's a utility pole. All right.
Okay.
Doesn't matter. Depends where you are in the world. Maybe it's made out of wood. Maybe it's made out of cement. Whatever. So this word will work regardless of what it's made out of. It's a utility pole. All right. And then the lines, the wires, we don't commonly call them wires. They are well, utility wires or utility lines. Okay, as well, or electric lines, actually.
Yeah.
Okay, so the big ones outside your house are electric lines. Oh, there are a lot of electric lines going down the street in front of my house.
Yeah.
We call them lines instead of wires when they're really big.
Lines or okay. Sorry, teacher. Just one more. Like add the fuel to the flame. Like in another city or not another city, another country. Like they have like gas pipes that go into the house. But here we don't have like this technique. We have a cans of gas. So this cans of gas is a pretty danger. Like when it explodes, become like a bomb. So that's it.
Yes. Here in the Philippines, we also you buy a can of gas and bring it into your house and attach it to the stove. Same thing. Yeah, so I can relate. Yeah, and in the United States, there's a can. It's a tank actually because it's huge. It'll be like, I don't know, like 500 liters or 1,000 liters or something. But it's outside your house, generally speaking, and maybe even buried in the ground. So if it blows up, it's not going to blow up your house. Or sometimes the gas line comes directly in your house from in a city, for example. There may be just one line coming into your house, right? Yeah, I know what you mean about the gas tanks, though, too. It's a little scary here as well. Okay, Anna, that was fast.
Yes.
You're gone.
Yes.
You're back.
Yes.
You're gone. You're back.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
How about you? Do you have any first aid equipment in your house in case you cut yourself or burn yourself while you're cooking?
I'm sorry, teacher. I don't understand.
Do you have a first aid kit? in your house?
Yes, first aid supplies.
First aid supplies. Mustafa mentioned that his neighbors or somebody has a little box. Maybe it has a handle.
Yes,
It's got a
yes,
red
yes,
cross on it or whatever, red
yes,
crescent, whatever. And it's like a little metal box, often first aid
yes,
kit. When you have everything together like that, it's called a first aid kit. Do you have a first aid kit?
yes, yes.
You know,
In the kitchen, I have a furniture, especially for them. I have like all people the basic necessary things, alcohol, Band-Aid,
mm-hmm,
hydrogen peroxide,
mm-hmm,
cotton, some pills for when my family have a headache
mm-hmm.
or stomachache or something like that.
Right,
But not normally, no many kind of medicine. No,
right. But okay,
the,
that's it anyway.
yes, the normal necessary things.
Sure. Okay. Hydrogen peroxide. Hydro. When you see HYDRO, hydrogen. Yeah,
Hydrogen.
yeah, hydrogen peroxide.
Okay.
Yeah, I have some of that too. Anna, are you are you accident prone? Do you know what that means?
Uh, prompt, I don't remember at the moment. Prompt, I sounds to
Accident
me, but
prone, or you can be prone to accidents or prone to something, meaning that you tend to have a lot of accidents. If you're
no, no, no,
prone to
no.
do something, you tend to do
Mm,
it. No?
no, many things have happened to me, but in relation with my children
Mm.
when they were child, many things happened to me. For example,
You? Okay.
I tell you um, story about my younger son when he was 2 years old and he was sit on the baby carriage. I was open the door. He suddenly released of the baby cart. Was running into the kitchen. Um, Suddenly catch a tap, which was on the washing machine, and the tap had water and bleach.
Oh
Water
my
and
gosh.
bleach.
Oh boy.
Yes, and it poured on his face and eyes.
Oh my God.
So I was in a hurry to the bathroom to wash the face with clean water, the eyes, and I called my husband, and we went to the hospital. Fortunately, nothing in disgrace happened
Yeah. Well, thank
in
goodness
the
for that.
eyes of my children, but personally I've never suffered any
I see.
problem
Okay.
until now that I
Okay.
suffer from many illness.
Yeah.
Yes,
All right.
but with children many problems.
Yeah. I know. I have children. I understand. Okay, we are over time, and that means I'm late for my next class, so I have to give a hasty goodbye and a thank you to everyone.